fall essentials video because fall is one of the best seasons in my opinion, and I believe you should do it right with all of these essentials. I am completely surrounded by all of these goodies that I'm about to show you, and I'm so excited. And I have my fall kombucha here that I just found at the grocery store by GT's. And it's the Living in Gratitude Fall Edition with apple, turmeric, carrot, and spices. I didn't know how it was gonna be, honestly, because turmeric is very, very strong. It's very potent in my opinion, but honestly, I think it tastes really good. And it's really good for your immune system, so. So I have 4 different categories that I wanna do today. For the first thing for beauty is dark nail polish, and this one is the Blackout Nail Polish by Sally Hansen, and it's literally like $3 at Target. As long as you have a good clear coat on there, it'll last pretty well, and it doesn't take too long to dry either. And I've had it on my nails like constantly for a good month or so now. I love it. I think it's so good. I had them white for all summer, so it's kind of cool to do all black. And as we know, in the fall, the weather gets a little bit cooler, and that can mean our skin can get a little bit drier. So I have found, I have oily skin, and I have finally found a moisturizer that I feel like has really helped with my acne. I think, honestly, after finding this, I kind of realized that a lot of it, I think, was due to dry skin. That's why I was breaking out so much, I think. And this has really, really helped. And it's the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. Now this, the big bottle is kind of pricey in my opinion. It's $15, I believe. So I just stick with the travel size, and this will last me a good month or two because I don't really use a whole lot of it. I use maybe like not even a dime size really. I use just a tiny little bit, almost like a little bit bigger than a pea. Maybe like a grape. Grape's a good size. I just squeeze a little bit there, and I rub it all over my face and all the way down my neck and on my jawline, and it has honestly helped so much with my face and also with the texture of my skin. So I would definitely recommend this for the fall and winter time especially. And it's really, really good even if you have oily skin, because moisturizers can almost make oily skin worse. So, but if you have oily skin like I do, this one is in the clear. It's really, really good. As for our bodies, we gotta keep those moisturized too, and because it's gonna relate to the next thing I'm gonna show you. But this one is the Jergens Ultra Healing Lotion. I have the travel size right now just because they didn't have the big one in stock. But they also have a coconut one that I really, really love. But I just grabbed the travel size because I could not go without it. But this stuff is amazing. And it's going to go into the next thing that I'm going to say is probably an essential, at least for me, is self-tanner. So I naturally don't tan very well at all, but I feel like whenever I have a little bit of color to my skin, I feel like my outfits look better, I feel like my hair looks better, I feel like I look healthier, I feel like my makeup goes on better. So it's really just more of like how I feel kind of thing. And then I use the Loving Tan mitt to apply it. I forgot to mention, I use the Loving Tan self-tanner. I love this stuff. Oh my gosh, I've been self-tanning since I was probably like 12 or 13. And I have gone through that awkward tanning phase. I used to apply it with my hands, and I would have orange streaks going all up and down my legs. It was bad. But I've advanced from that, and I've learned from it. But this one is honestly the best one that I've used. The other one that I used before this was the Saint Tropez, and I loved it. I loved it. But this one, I think it has more of like an olive undertone to it, so it's a little bit more natural in my opinion. I do have it on right now, but I do have the, it'll focus, there we go. I do have the Ultra Dark. As long as you're careful with it and you blend it really well, especially with their mitt, because it's so soft, it blends it very nicely into your skin. And I use the Jergens every morning and every night, and it keeps it lasting. My tan lasts almost like a week. Like it lasts for a good at least like 6 to 7 days, but obviously if I moisturize 3 times a day, it lasts even longer. So, and it like keeps the tanner from getting to where it's so splotchy, so it like lets it fade really nicely. But if you want to see a self-tanning routine, definitely let me know. I would love to do one. I do have like little hacks and stuff that I've learned over the years that really, really help me apply it really nicely and more natural. So the next category that we're going to go into is lifestyle, and this one has probably the most goodies in there. My first essential would be a fuzzy blanket. It's like a cable knit, and on the inside it's fleece. Oh my gosh. So fuzzy blanket is a must. And going along with a fuzzy blanket are fuzzy socks. And these I found in Target's dollar section. These are so cute. They're fuzzy socks and they have little pumpkins on them. How cute are they? I live in these. And I do have another pair of socks too, but they're not fuzzy socks and they have little ghosts on them. Kombucha break. Move it along. And my next essential is something that I've used for the very first time ever, but I'm obsessed, and that's string lights. These add such a cozy factor to your room. It is insane. And as a bonus, it saves a lot of money on your electricity because these are powered by battery. It takes 3 AA's, and I just leave them on instead of my lamp. Like we have some strung up right here on this wall right here, right above where our heads go on our bed, and then above my desk. And honestly, like if you have all 3 of those on, you don't even need a lamp, and it saves so much on your electricity bill, and they're so cozy, especially if you have the next essential, which is a fireplace. Now I don't have an actual like real fireplace, but this will do the trick. It's so cozy whenever you have the fuzzy blanket and the fuzzy socks and your string lights going and you're wrapped up in your bed, and it's a vibe, it's a mood. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will know this next essential. You've probably seen this thing so many times, you're probably tired of seeing it, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway. And that is fall coffee mugs. I collect coffee mugs. I love coffee mugs. I always love a good hot beverage, so I like to have one for any time of the year and just different ones based on how I'm feeling that day. So this one is from Home Goods, and it just has a bunch of little pumpkins on it. My mom actually has a matching one, so we both just got matching mugs. I think it's precious. And it actually has a little acorn on the inside. This one was at Michael's, and it says, "I've never met a pumpkin that I didn't like." And boy, is that the truth. If it'll focus, there we go. Look at that. And this one is from Target, and it has just like a dainty little pumpkin on there. It's just a dainty little pumpkin. Coffee mugs are great too because they really set the tone for the day. Like if you're drinking out of a really nice mug, it just kind of like makes you ready to take on everything that day. So this next thing was actually in our fall decorating video, and it's fall flowers. So we went to Michael's, and if you want to see how we created this bouquet and the mason jar, just go to my fall decorating video and you can see it all there and just where we got everything. But I would definitely say fall flowers are an essential because I feel like they just amp up a room, and I think it makes it more cozy. But yeah, real or fake fall flowers are definitely a must for me. And candles are kind of an obvious essential, but I figured I would just go ahead and throw them in there. We have this one, and this one is from Target, and it's the pumpkin nutmeg. And the wick in here is actual wood, so it crackles whenever it's burning, almost like a real fireplace, which is really cozy, and it smells so good. And we actually use these little fake tea light candles in our pumpkins that we carve, which if you watched my pumpkin patch video, we used it in Winnie. They just switch on like that, and it burns like a little candle without the actual flame, and it looks just as cozy, and it's a lot safer too. And those are the 2 kind of candles that we like, and I would definitely say they're an essential just because that like tagged along with the string lights, super cozy. Next, you're going to need pumpkins, and as you can see behind me, we've got lots of pumpkins. It's a fall thing. I feel like those are pretty self-explanatory, but I figured I would throw them in here anyway. Real pumpkins, fake pumpkins, pumpkin style decor, I feel like that's an essential just because that's the heart of fall in my opinion, are pumpkins. And I'm a basic white girl and I love pumpkins, and I will always love pumpkins, and I'm not afraid to admit that. We're gonna need a pumpkin carving kit because we're gonna be carving lots of our pumpkins. So the next thing is a fall Pinterest board. I mean, you gotta have one. It helps to just scroll through it sometimes. Next, you gotta have some movies. You know, you're gonna have some good movie nights with like popcorn and hot chocolate and apple cider. I would definitely recommend a good fall movie, and for me that would be Harry Potter. Good fall movies are a great essential, and also fall books are. And the 2 that I have right here, I have a fiction and a nonfiction. So the fiction is The Red Queen, and it's by Victoria Aveyard. I'll read you the description real quick. Mare Barrow's world is divided by blood, those with red and those with silver. Mare and her family are lowly reds destined to serve the silver elite whose supernatural abilities make them nearly gods. Mare steals what she can to help her family survive, but a twist of fate leads her to the royal palace itself, where, in front of the king and all of his nobles, she discovers an ability she didn't know she had. Except, her blood is red. To hide this impossibility, the king forces her into the role of a lost silver princess and betroths her to one of his own sons. As Mare is drawn further into the silver world, her actions put into motion a deadly and violent dance, pitting prince against prince and Mare against her own heart. And as far as the non-fiction I have is Practical Magic, and it's all about stones and crystals and spells and obviously white magic. We're not doing black magic here. Wrong channel. It's just a lot about like your chakras and a lot of the spiritual side. Almost like a good witch kind of thing, like a little spell book, you know? So I just feel like it fits with the fall theme. I love this book. I think it's really great. We found it at Urban Outfitters. So if you run into it there, definitely pick it up because it's worth it. And the last thing for the lifestyle category, I guess, I actually left it downstairs, but it's pumpkin air freshener or just air freshener in general. It's a very quick way to get your house to smell very fall-esque. So I would definitely recommend an air freshener. I know there's some that are like apple cinnamon, pumpkin. I think there's some that are like a pine forest almost. So these are just a couple of fashion essentials that I like to have in my closet this time of the year. The first thing is a scarf, or scarves, plural. I have lots of scarves. My personal favorite though are blanket scarves, just because you can wear them so many different ways, and also they double as a blanket. Like if you wear one to the movie theater, you can literally just take your scarf off, fluff it out, and have a blanket. I'm guilty of doing that multiple times, but it works. And this is the one that I have right here in front of me. I know they have them at Target, they have them at Walmart, I've seen. This one's very just a plaid, looks very fall-y, wintry, but they're super, super warm, but it's definitely something I would make sure that you have, especially if you're cold-natured like I am. Definitely keeps you super, super warm. And my next essential is actually clippers. It goes along with the plaid theme, but it's an oversized plaid shirt, and the best place to look for these are either the thrift store or in the men's section of any store. But this is the one that we have right here. I've been wearing it a ton. I actually wore it in my, I believe it was the Walmart video. But it's a really, really great thing to have because you can wear it with leggings, jeans, boots, tennis shoes. I mean, you can put a bralette underneath it and just have it kind of off the shoulder a little bit and show the bralette. Like, there's just so many different ways to wear plaid, and throw a beanie on there. So my next fashion essential would be an oversized sweater. And I always make sure that I get either a large, anywhere from a large to a XXX anytime I go get a sweater, just because I really like mine to be oversized and cozy. I can layer them more, I can, I don't know, I just feel like they look a lot more cozy. So that's what I went with. And this is the one that I found from Target, and they had another, I think they had like a pink in there too. It goes with so much. And I actually wore this under my overalls, the pumpkin patch. And I like this one because it does keep me warm, but it's not like super, super thick, but it's not super thin to where it doesn't keep me warm at all. So this one was really, really nice. And this is also another one too. This one's from Target as well. It's a big cardigan, but I got it in I think this is an extra large. But yeah, it's so cozy. The next item that you should have in your wardrobe this fall is an oversized denim jacket, and this took me so long to find. I went so long without having an oversized denim jacket, and I wanted one so bad, and now that I have one, I have been living in it. Like, I throw it over everything. And this one is also from Target. It was $32, I think, but it's not like, oh, hang on, let me get my life together here. But it's super, super nice. It has the pockets that, you know, generic jean jackets have, and it has two big inside pockets right there. So I would definitely make sure you have a denim jacket this year. And you're also gonna need a pair of black leggings. Now these are always a go-to, especially whenever it's chilly outside, because you could just put on some leggings, toss on an oversized sweater, some boots or some tennis shoes, and you're good to go. It looks like you tried a lot harder than you actually did on your outfit. And the last thing I'm gonna say as far as our fashion category goes are black booties. Now I got these from Target, and they're considered rain boots, but they are so nice. Like, if you take them to the pumpkin patch and it's kind of muddy or something, you don't have to worry about them getting messed up. They are super easy to clean. They're super comfortable. I believe they're the Chelsea boots, if I'm not mistaken. They were only $25, but they are really good quality, and they look like just classic black booties. They don't have a heel on them, so they're flat. They're super comfortable, enough room for you to even wear thicker socks if you had to, if you live in a colder climate. But I mean, black booties go with literally everything. I don't know what I would do without black booties in my life. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I either wear those or I wear my tennis shoes. So definitely make sure you have a good pair of black booties to get you through this fall and winter. The very last category I have for you is food. And now I feel like this is the best time of the year for food. Like, the tastiest things come out, and I know that it's probably not the best as far as health-wise goes, and there are healthy options to go with around this time of the year, but I'm just going to show you a couple of my favorites. If you follow me on Instagram, you know how much I love coffee, so I make sure I have a pumpkin spice almond milk coffee creamer in my life. This one tastes really good. I make iced coffee with it, which I can show you in a future video. I've had hot coffee with it. You can even put it in hot chocolate. Like, you can do anything with this. You can even make pumpkin overnight oats with this. I do use the vanilla one. I stand by this brand because I absolutely love it. It has no carrageenan in it, no preservatives, low cholesterol. It has no dairy and no gluten in there too. So this is a really great coffee creamer if you're looking for your own kind of pumpkin spice latte or spice coffee. That way you don't go to Starbucks every day, kind of like I do, and blow all your money. Staying with the hot beverages, I love apple cider and I love hot chocolate. I haven't found a healthy alternative for both of these yet. I know there's some for hot chocolate, but I just haven't run across them yet in the grocery store. And especially apple cider, I haven't found another healthy one that's like this, except the ones that are in the jugs. But I love mine hot. I feel like it just embodies fall, and you can really taste the spices a lot more. So, but these are amazing, and especially if the rest of my diet is pretty good, I don't mind splurging on these, especially this time of the year, because it only happens once, and that's what life's about. Life's about enjoying the little things, you know? So, but these are definitely a staple for me. I have a cup of either one before bed every single night. It just relaxes me, and it gets me nice and cozy with my string lights. And for the very last essential, I'm gonna say is anything pumpkin. And currently I have these Belvita crackers that are pumpkin spice flavored, and I'm not even just saying these. I mean, these are delicious. Anything pumpkin is obviously clearly an essential for fall. Alright guys, so those are all of my fall essentials. If you have any that I didn't mention, please let me know and leave them in the comments. Please don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe because it really supports my channel. And also make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notified anytime that I post a video. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye!